What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Hustlepedia. Today we are going to be diving into SushiSwap and reasons why I believe that SushiSwap still has massive growth potential, not only in this bull market, but as a long-term portfolio holder, and why I think this project still has massive growth potential even at a $1.48 billion market cap, and why I think it can close the gap with a lot of these top DeFi projects like Uniswap, PancakeSwap, Aave, and other competitors. Why I think that SushiSwap has a competitive advantage going forward, and just some things going on in Sushi that I think are dumping down the price that not necessarily should be. I think the backing behind this project is absolutely magnificent, and we'll get into all of that here in this video. So be sure to drop down and hit that like button if you enjoy the video, and subscribe if you are new to the channel. We are almost at 3,000 subscribers. Absolutely crazy, guys. I really appreciate the support, and I will be coming out as always with new cryptocurrency and altcoin videos every single day to keep you up to date with what's going on in the markets and projects that we are bullish on. So let's take a look at SushiSwap. As we all know, SushiSwap is a decentralized exchange, and it's built on a ton of different blockchains, and we'll get into that in a second. Right now, as we see it, SushiSwap, $1.47 billion market cap, sitting at about $11.59. It is down today, so you know, if you're a value investor, something to look at. It is down 7% and a steady trajectory down on the 1 day. But I am very bullish on the way that the chart's shaping up. If we can just stay above that level and start seeing a run again like that one, I do think that SushiSwap is looking good on the chart, so nothing to worry about there. But in terms of SushiSwap itself and the reasons that we are super bullish on SushiSwap, it is a decentralized exchange like we mentioned, so you just trade out your coins. It's usually like if you look at Uniswap, PancakeSwap, same functionality. You're just swapping coins on their platform. But the advantage that SushiSwap has is SushiSwap is deployed on so many more blockchains than competitors like mainly Uniswap. There's been a lot of talk recently, can SushiSwap eventually flip Uniswap? I think this type of stat right here and this type of deployment definitely is going to put it in a massive growth potential category. And I don't know if it can catch up to the 14, basically almost 10x. It'd be about 10x to catch up to Uniswap. But this project on SushiSwap is only 1 year old. So we have to take a look at the development that's still to come with SushiSwap and how much they've already gotten done. They are deployed on Ethereum, Matic, Harmony One, Moonriver, Avalanche, and all of these projects are going crazy right now, notably Avalanche's ecosystem. And this is the biggest decentralized exchange out there that I believe is deployed on the Avalanche ecosystem. I know Aave is as well, so that is, I think Aave will be, I believe. But other than that, you know, Avalanche is the main player, and SushiSwap has that deployment already. Not to mention that Harmony One has been mooning, Moonriver, Matic, Ethereum's doing great. So, you know, they are deployed on all of the blockchains that are upcoming. So that is great to see. They have a ton of low fee alternatives to Ethereum when you're swapping out your coins and you're paying that extreme gas fee, and the convenience. You can be serving any of those blockchains. You can have any of those coins and be able to go in and switch out your coins on those blockchains. So super bullish on SushiSwap's deployment and utility right now. First and foremost, they are basically on all the main blockchains, and I really like to see that. And recently, guys, take a look at the market volume that they've been doing. So DEX is by volume. This was like a day and a half ago when I started putting this video together. This is a screenshot of volume, 7 days. But the 24-hour, if you see that, was absolutely going crazy on SushiSwap. And I think that probably had a lot to do with Avalanche. I think that probably had a lot to do with Avalanche and some of the moon coins that were going on in the SushiSwap ecosystem, like Moonriver as well. So the deployment for SushiSwap is increasing, and the use for SushiSwap is increasing. That volume for a project that's 14 or 10x its market cap, they're sure catching up on volume. So that'll be something to keep our eyes on going forward, is SushiSwap's volume, as all these other Ethereum killers are booming in the market. So we'll be taking a look down the line if this is really going to affect the uprise of SushiSwap like I do think it will. But I think that's a great thing for SushiSwap to have over other competitors like Uniswap. And then you just take a look at 14 chains supported in total. So we're not going over all of them, obviously, but they are on a ton of different blockchains. They are partnered here with Aave, Cream, Yearn Finance. So very great partnerships and a great team behind this project. If you don't know SushiSwap's team, it was built out of anonymity, basically, Chef Nomi and Maki. But as we all know, this is a Sam Bankman-Fried project. This is a SAM token. And what do SAM tokens usually do? SAM tokens usually go to the moon. I want to read this statement here. Yeah, so by the pseudonymous entity known as Chef Nomi. Little is known about Chef Nomi and the project's other pseudonymous founders, SushiSwap and 0x Maki, known as just Maki. Between them, they handle SushiSwap's codes, product deployment, and business operations. More recently, de facto ownership of SushiSwap was passed to Sam Bankman-Fried, CEO of derivatives exchange FTX and quantitative trading startup Alameda Research. Bankman-Fried is a well-known participant in cryptocurrency market commentator, regularly appearing in media interviews. Sam is literally one of the most influential people across the entire blockchain. So to have him associated with the project is absolutely huge. So this is a SAM token by definition, and it is a young SAM token, guys. Let's go to all chart. This project just hit the market August of 2020. It was launched in September. So this project is super young. We're very early on SushiSwap still, and that's why I'm saying this still has 5-10x potential on market cap down the line. And we're looking at projects that it's deployed on, like Avalanche, absolutely going crazy, up 20% this week. That only is going to increase Avalanche volume on SushiSwap, as they are one of the main players, only main players to have Avalanche deployed on their blockchain, on their DEX platform. So big things there by SushiSwap. And then you also take a look recently. I think this is bullish. There's been some news that I think has been driving the price down, but I'm bullish on what is going on with SushiSwap. Their anonymous leader, Maki, is stepping aside from his position. This was the news before Maki tweeted something, so we're going to go into a sequence of events here. So he steps down as the project lead, basically, the leader of SushiSwap on the 17th here. And so it was kind of unclear why. No one really knew. No one really knew at all why he was stepping down. And he cleared it up here, Maki, in a post. I'll be moving away from the day-to-day operations in an advisory role to help foster the next generation of teams to building on top of Sushi, supporting from the sideline, and help without affiliation from broader DeFi ecosystem regardless of where they are deployed. I still believe strongly in the Ethereum community, especially in the layer 2 coming online. The most exciting primitives and experiments are being built there first, but keen to experiment and help in other places as well. I've always strived for Sushi to be leaderless, very good for decentralized activity, and the decentralized community really likes to hear that. So always strive for Sushi to be leaderless, with my role being a contributor. I hope no one tries to put anyone on a pedestal to lead Sushi, and encourage decentralization as much as possible. And there is a few things that are crucial to competing, like on-chain governance, referral program for the various products, and Sushi for orienting emission in a transparent manner, and so much more. I do think that this is bullish for SushiSwap and decentralization. They are over 20 core contributors. They launched on all of these different compatible chains, Polygon, Phantom, Harmony, XDAI, Avalanche, Moonriver. They are just going, like, their growth in just a year has been insane in terms of what they are doing on their blockchain. You also take a look, a new NFT endeavor almost released, and he links the NFT there. So there's a lot going on that is super bullish with the future of SushiSwap. And you see the subtle shout out to Sam Bankman-Fried, SBF. So, still a Sam. This is a Sam project, guys. That is one big thing. That is one big thing on this project that is going to forever that has a Sam stamp on it, and that means something in the blockchain, and it really does. Recently, there has another big news in SushiSwap has been the hack on their token Launchpad Miso for $3 million. Basically, a hacker went in and swapped the address to receipt to theirs, and he received 865 Ethereum valued at $3 million. Hacks happen. I'm sure with the power of Sam and his links with FTX that he'll be able to take care of this, figure out who it was, and be able to, get that money back. So we will keep you up to date with that. And then take a look here. So data suggests Uniswap is 36% overvalued and Sushi is trading at a discount. So just by looking at BNB reported market capitalization, you could conclude that the token is the dominant asset when compared to other exchange tokens, talking about BNB. And then you go down here in the market cap scenario, the volume is very competitive. 193, very competitive with a pancake swap, Uniswap. And here we are, yep. So trading at a discount. SushiSwap aggregates a daily $305 million transaction volume. Considering Binance's 24.3 billion spot-only data, the same estimate yields a 1.92 billion valuation, roughly 33% above the actual figure. So it already is, by numbers standpoint, it's looking at a 33% growth potential. So I don't know. Everything to me lines up perfectly for Sushi to be able to take advantage of the booming ecosystem for these Ethereum killers. It is a SAM project. The SAM projects typically do really well. Projects that he has his hands on. We recently see major coins pumping that he has been involved in. And if you don't know what he's involved in, he's had his hands on a couple projects recently, like Solana, which we saw absolutely pump. So things to keep your eye on. SAM tokens typically do really well. SushiSwap is deployed on so many up and coming blockchains that I think you can only be bullish on the growth of this platform, short and long term. This is a project that if it grows, you take profits off the table, but you keep some in, because this project, I think, does have crazy market cap growth potential, which only means good things for the price and the utility that it's going to see from these other assets that are booming, like Avalanche and Moonriver and Harmony One and Polygon. Those are going to be mass utility, and you can still serve Ethereum there. So even if you're using like a Uniswap for your NFTs, you can still serve Ethereum on SushiSwap too. So something to keep your eye on is that volume, that week-to-week volume, the 24-hour volume. As we see, SushiSwap is creeping up. It was creeping up on Uniswap on the volume. And even in this article here, as you see, the volume there was it was over PancakeSwap. Only about 40 million for that 24 hours under Uniswap, which Uniswap is the mainly utilized DEX platform right now, obviously on Ethereum. So super bullish on SushiSwap altogether. I could go over it. I could go over so much more numbers on the trends and why. Just everything looks super good on SushiSwap. And you look at Uniswap, they have an SEC lawsuit pending. So Uniswap, it might not have that growth from, I might be wrong, but I definitely wouldn't be stacking up my Uniswap right now. I don't know about y'all, but I wouldn't be stacking up my Uniswap investments at the moment. So something to keep in mind. And I only think this is bullish for SushiSwap and PancakeSwap and other DEX platforms rising on other blockchains like ADAX, SundaySwap, Trader Joe on Avalanche's blockchain. There's so many DEX platforms out there that are so undervalued and about to see mass utility on their platforms for various different reasons. So super exciting for the DeFi space. I think this bull run is not over like BitBoy Crypto thinks it's about to be. If y'all saw that, I'm sure Crypto YouTube probably all saw that. I don't think that bull run's coming to an end when he predicts it is. And I think it is DeFi fall and winter. I think these DeFi projects are going to see major, major gains. And I think SushiSwap is a firm piece of those gains. So I will be having me some sushi. I don't know about y'all. I'm not an investment advisor. I'm just passing along things that I'm seeing. I think with the news negativity, with the hack and the step down of their de facto leader, I think it's all factoring into the price drop. And I think the utility case for sushi and everything going on that we discussed in the video is just going to make SushiSwap grow over time, grow in the short term, grow in the long term. It'll be a long-term piece of my portfolio, so I'm super excited to see where this project goes over time. I appreciate y'all watching the video. As always, I will be back tomorrow with another update on the markets, as well as another DeFi project that I'm still super bullish on. As you know, recently we've been going over Polkadot, some Cardano projects, PancakeSwap, Avalanche, so we'll get into another project tomorrow. I will see y'all then. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Peace.